When missionaries translated devil to Ekwensu in Igbo Bibles, they fundamentally misrepresented an ancient, complex spiritual force. Let me reveal who Ekwensu actually was in pre-colonial Igbo ontology. First, understand that Ekwensu wasn't uniform across Igbo land. In southeastern communities, Ekwensu was associated with unpredictability and market forces. In northern Igbo areas, he connected to boundary disputes and negotiation. This regional complexity was erased by colonial simplification. Ekwensu wasn't opposite to Chukwu, supreme god. Instead, he operated as an ambivalent force of change, disruption, and testing. In some communities, he was invoked during oath-taking ceremonies to ensure truthfulness, as he was believed to punish dishonesty in negotiations and contracts. Ekwensu was associated with specific ritual practices, libations at market boundaries, special invocations before high-risk trading ventures, and symbolic offerings at crossroads. These weren't devil worship, but complex risk management practices in communities where survival depended on successful trade and negotiation. The root ekwe connects to agreement and negotiation in several Igbo dialects. Some linguists believe Ekwensu's name itself relates to bargaining and exchange, not evil. Early Igbo English dictionaries from the 1700s translated Ekwensu as spirit of trade before later missionary revisions. Bishop Joseph Shanahan, who led Catholic missionary efforts in Igboland in the early 1900s, was instrumental in cementing Ekwensu as the Igbo equivalent of Satan. His translation decisions and evangelical approach permanently altered how generations would understand this complex spiritual force. In masquerade traditions, Ekwensu figures weren't portrayed as evil, but as unpredictable and powerful. They wore market symbols, carried trade items, and embodied the dual nature of commerce, bringing both prosperity and risk. Some masquerades specifically honored Ekwensu's role in protecting honest traders. Scholars like Professor Chidi Ugwu and Dr. Neka Ibekwe Sanjuan have documented how Ekwensu represented necessary social functions, testing boundaries, enforcing oaths, and mediating disputes. Their research shows Ekwensu was part of a sophisticated ethical system governing commerce and social relations. When we reduce Ekwensu to the devil, we erase sophisticated indigenous knowledge systems that managed risk, regulated trade, and maintained social balance for centuries. Understanding Ekwensu's true complexity is essential to reclaiming Igbo intellectual heritage. Follow for more deep dives into African spiritual concepts that deserve proper understanding.